What is up, guys? Rick Hackus here, and there's some Taken King news I wanted to cover with you guys. So right now the Taken King is playable at E3. So people are playing it and they're taking pictures of the new gear. As such, we have some pictures floating around Twitter and they're being retweeted by a bunch of people like Planet Destiny. And these pictures have finally come up and they show new perks on some of the new Taken King guns. So we're going to go over those images and what these new perks are, both for weapons and for armor. And then I wanted to talk about something extremely important, so please wait till the end of the video because I think you guys are definitely going to want to hear it, and it has to do with these new weapon perks. But let's go over the pictures first off. Now the first picture is of a new shotgun. The first thing I notice is that magazine size, 3. A legendary shotgun with a magazine of 3. Luck in the chamber, final round, a 3-round magazine. That is a recipe for disaster slash amazingness. Oh my goodness. That's what really stands out about this shotgun to me. But in any event, the new perks are, firstly, this weapon gains increased reload and handling when 2 or more enemies are in close proximity. Now, I'm not sure whether that works after maybe you've just killed 2 enemies or it's only when those 2 are alive. But in any event, that is kind of useful, being able to quickly reload if you're about to get into another engagement. I'm not sure what handling is. Bungie hasn't released the direct stats that actually have to do with handling, so I'm not sure like any percentages those would increase and what exactly they would increase on a weapon. But the second perk is pretty interesting. Kills with this weapon grant enhanced motion tracker resolution for a short time. Now, the more I read this, the first time I read that, I was like, okay, whatever, your motion tracker is going to be a little bit more accurate. But then I was thinking, wait a minute. Do you guys remember in Black Ops, I think it was, the Blackbird kill streak, where it would show actually where people were facing? That was one of the most overpowered kill streaks, one of the craziest, most useful kill streaks ever. That didn't like actually kill anyone. It just gave you the perfect information that you needed to go on a tear. And now when I think of enhanced resolution, what do they actually mean by that? Do they mean actually showing a dot where exactly the enemy is? Do they mean showing a triangle where the enemy is facing? Because if so, this could be one of the best perks in the entire game. So there's definitely something to keep an eye on. Now the next picture we have here is of a crazy looking new hand cannon, and it again goes over the danger close perk. As you can see, this weapon gains increased reload and handling when 2 or more enemies are near. So it can be in shotguns and other guns like hand cannons. Now let's move on to armor. Right here you can see a Warlock helmet, and the bonuses it has is bonus super energy on grenade kills, bonus super energy from a heavy kill, and bonus melee energy on orb pickup. I'm actually really interested in the bonus super energy from heavy kill from a PvE perspective. Like, that's very, very useful in PvE actually, and I'm definitely going to be looking out for these type of perks and these type of helmets for when I'm doing PvE builds. The next picture we have here is of some Warlock chest armor. This is very interesting, very weird stuff here. We got increase the amount of ammo carry for auto rifles, it seems like, and then it has hand cannons. It doesn't actually say hand cannons. Again, these are some things that are going through changes and going. This is a kind of a, not a pre-alpha build, I don't want to say, but it's certainly a different build of the game than what will be finally released, so keep that in mind. But it is great to get an early look at these new perks. In any event, it goes on to say Void Burn is 2 times instead of 3 times. That seems like a downside, and if it is, that is insanely good. And you may be saying, wait a minute, what the hell are you talking about? But the fact that if they're actually having armor that comes with some downsides, it means that they can make the upsides and just the variability in the armor insane. Like, it could be all this different ammo carry, but then your super recharges slower, and then you have this huge decision to make. So if they're actually going to introduce downsides so that they can have way more customization and choice making, I think that is a good thing. In any event, it goes on to say +1 armor for void builds. Now that is pretty damn interesting that they're actually messing with armor, and one can only assume agility and recovery as well. Now lastly, we have some leg armor, increased ammo carry for, it looks like, rockets and hand cannons, but then it says agility +3 for 5 seconds after arc double kill. Again, guys, this is huge. They're actually messing with agility, recovery, and toughness, I guess armor, in terms of gear now. So that is just an awesome thing for customization. Now the last thing I wanted to go with you, Planet Destiny tweeted this and it is absolutely insane. Holy crap. Titan Mark with abilities. Yes, finally. Class items are not completely useless. They actually have benefits now. You can see intellect and discipline are both increased by a small amount. It also has 2 new perks. Increase the rate at which you upgrade hand cannons. Yes, yes, yes. And increase the rate which you upgrade shotguns. Oh my god, yes. And then it has increases your Vanguard reputation gains. And one can only assume Vanguard will also be Crucible, will also be possibly Iron Banner, will also be all of that. Finally, class items are not just a burden. They are something you can seek after. They are something you can actively try to attain because they have awesome new bonuses. I am so excited for that. That's probably the best news I have heard, and I really hope this actually does happen. They don't take this away and this comes out when the Taken King releases. So that's it for all the images that have come out so far. I'm sure there will be more in the future, but the important thing I really wanted to talk to you guys about, and if you're going to agree with what I'm about to say, please remember to rate and share this video, especially with Bungie so they'll actually pay attention, is that these all sound awesome, right? These new perks for both weapons and armor, they sound amazing and they sound like they will really increase customization in the game, and that's what the hope is. But the problem is what they did with the House of Wolves. And in the House of Wolves, what they did was they introduced some new perks, especially to the weapons. But then you were only able to get weapons with the new perks. And they took away some old perks. So they introduced some new perks, but they took away some old perks. So customization really didn't increase. It stayed the same because they took away the same as they increased. Take shotguns, for example. You can't find shotguns with a lot of the old perks, and that's just a disappointment. Other weapons like sniper rifles were affected similarly. So it's really important, Bungie, that we want these perks and these perks sound and look good, but please make sure that you don't take away any perks. When these new guns come out, I don't want them to be like the House of Wolves gun. You can only get the new House of Wolves guns with the new House of Wolves perks. You should be able to get them with any perks. Just add these perks to what already exists in the game. You should be able to get the new guns, the new cool looking guns like that hand cannon you saw with the old perks or the new perks. It should be completely random. Just add these perks to the awesome perks we already have and make the guns randomly spawn with them. This is the best way to increase customization. If you don't do that, you really aren't increasing customization, as again, you are taking away what you are putting in, and mathematically that just equals out. Now, apart from that, again, these perks look great, and I am so happy that class armor actually has a purpose now. What do you guys think? Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and as always, have a good day.